Hey, what's up guys? We got a 2000 Toyota Avalon. He parked it here, we got out the next morning, it wouldn't start. So I went in there and I checked for crank sensor signal. I do have a crank sensor signal. I went to the coil packs and I'm checking the coil packs and got no spark condition. I'm on the diagram right now. Let's just jump right into it. I have my 12 volts. My 12 volts is coming out of a black wire though. Yeah, that's the black and white wire that has 12 volts on it, so the fuse is good. If that's my feed, so that's the feed. The black and white wire is my feed. No, I don't have a ground. It's 6.2. It's 6.2 on my ground. That's why it won't start. The fucking ground. All right, we did the injector pulse. Battery positive. Put it on the back of the injector. You see that pin? I'm not going to show you. It blinked. So now we're checking the powers and the grounds on the. We're checking the power and grounds to the coil. This is a 4-wire coil pack. One second, something's going on here. Is that positive? That's negative. So this should be positive. Is my key off again? Okay, so there's my power. Okay, and this is my ground on that side. It's the white and the black stripe. So I'm going to move my to battery positive. So if this is the positive, and this side is a negative, like the engine, it'll light up. And you notice that it does not light up. So we have no ground. The ground is missing. The ground is missing. So we got to find out why or where this ground is broken at or loose at, and then we'll find our problem. We got a broke wire somewhere. Where? I do not know. Because I can supply a ground to here, and now let's do that, and we'll go ahead and start up the vehicle, and just to show you that it's going to start. All right, go ahead and pinch it. And I'll supply ground through my power probe. See, I got 7 volts on that. So yeah, it's open somewhere. So I'm gonna give it a ground. All right, it'll start now. Let's go ahead and see if it'll start. It's gonna start. I'm just gonna have to find that ground break. It starts up, just shut it right off. All right, that's good enough for me. Good enough for you? Yeah. All right. So we just got to find that break in that wire, huh? Switch off. Switch off, yeah. Thank you. All right, I found the ground location. It's actually right there. You see, there's a lot of paint on that. So I'm going to scratch that clean and try it again. That's going to be our ground, I believe. All right, guys, we got that hooked up. Check the powers, check the grounds. We didn't rip the wires apart trying to find splices. I just connected a wire to ground, guys, to be honest with you. Save them a little bit of money too. So oh, there you go. Start it up one more time, please. All right, fire in the hole. I connected the wire right there. So now, since all the grounds on every one of these are all connected, they're all connected. We got a VVT solenoid malfunction too on here, but I just did that for him, guys, and he's running again. All right, guys. Thank you. You know what it is. All right, guys, I'm out. All right, let's get it to the next shop. All right, guys, bonus footage. I think we're in Byram. And we're gonna be looking at this Mercedes over here. I'm going to roll in the grass. Get my tools closer to the car. He says he was putting some shocks on it and you know, something popped over there by the fuse box. Let's go check it out. It's a no start. All right, guys, and here we go. Mercedes keys. I hate working on Mercedes. Well, you turn a key, nothing happens. So he blew the main fuse. Oh, wait. The battery sounds weak too. Yeah, the battery's like really weak. Dash lights aren't coming on. Headlights are coming on, I could see it. I could see it. Dash lights, radio's not coming on. Got that light lit up down there. Radio doesn't come on. All right, let's get underneath there and see what's happening. Yeah, man, that other car, I brought my oscilloscope with me and everything. And again, guys, it's been important to make sure when you get the schematic to look at the right wires. It's the second time I've done that, not testing the right wires in a month. Second time I've done that. And I have to come back out there and do retesting. After I get home, I sit in front of the computer and I look at this diagram a little bit more in depth. I need to start sitting my ass down when I'm on a job and actually, you know, let the schematics soak in. Because I didn't do that. I just like, oh, we got power. Oh, you don't have a ground. Oh no, let's get the computer. And it doesn't even work like that. It's not how that 4-wire coil pack works. You got the power, you got the ground, you got the IGF, and you got the IGT. The timing, that's the signal wire. That's the one that, you know, opens or does the square wave on the oscilloscope. And the IGF is a confirmation, like, hey man, I fired. You know, it's just, so the ground was bad. If the ground's bad, you know, car ain't gonna start. It's gonna shut down the entire system, obviously, because all the grounds are all connected to core 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all connected. And just like the IGF, the confirmation signal wire, that's also, they're all connected. So yeah, anyways, we're on a Mercedes now. Let's find out what's going on. He said he heard something pop over there, he said. So we can check our powers and grounds over here, and hopefully I'll be on the right wire this time. You know, I don't know where the main wire is. Where's the main fuse? So let me get back on the schematic and see if I have the main fuse. All right, I just put on jumper cables and the thing started right up. 12 volts doesn't mean anything. I just said that. So yeah, point in case right here. So now the lights are still off. The lights are still off on the dash. The radio doesn't work. Nothing is working. He said it was a no start, so he just had a bad battery. But we are going to find another problem. Hopefully we'll find it. The car runs. It's fine. right, no, nothing so far. Nothing so far. There's nothing on that. Oh yeah, there is. Thought I found it. There ain't nothing on that fuse. Yeah, there is. Alright, got 3 more fuses to go. Alright, all my fuses are good on this SL500 night 2002. Alright, now we're going to have to get on the schematic and we're just going to find out what powers up the radio. And that'll fix everything else. Let's find it. Alright guys, this one has a shorted out battery. It's not coming back. I can't even do any more testing until he gets another battery put in here. It's making noises and shit. It says 12 volts, but it's making more noises throughout the engine. Car won't start. Even with my big jumper cables on it. Battery's dead. I sparked it to make sure I was getting fire too. But that, when you got cells that are dead in the battery, even if you got a good spark and you got these thick cables like I have, yeah, the car is not going to start. A lot of the times it's not going to start. So this battery is going to have to get done. The module needs what it needs as far as voltages. So as well. So yeah, we're going to get this battery. I seen in one video on this dash lights are off on the SL, and they said disconnect the battery and his lights came back on. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm hoping for that. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I hope I get it. So right now I'm going to take out the battery for the customer. That way he doesn't have to do it. Man, you didn't take out the battery for me. You could at least took out the battery. You know what it is. So yeah, I'll take out the battery for him. It's not a problem. I'll do it. Ugh. And it doesn't have a handle because they took the handles off. This is one of those itty bitty batteries. I wonder if there's another battery in this car. I'll search that later. See if there's another battery in this car. I don't think there is, but ain't no telling. I don't know everything. I have to research just like a lot of mechanics. A lot of the good mechanics, at least, they're always researching. So yeah, I don't know everything. I have to look stuff up too, guys, sometimes. A lot of times. Sometimes. A lot of times I have to look up stuff. All right. And there's something that's unplugged. I don't know where that goes. Oh, that goes on the shock. He just replaced the shock, so he doesn't have electric shocks anymore. Those electronic shocks, he took it off. That's what that is right there. And that's all he did. He went out of town, he came back, tried to jump start the vehicle, put his battery maintainer, put it on, you know, start. I guess it has a switch on it. And then he heard something pop over there, which I'm concerned about. But his battery was his battery's freaking toasted. It's freaking toasted. I can put my power probe on it right now, and it'll probably read 12 volts. It'll probably read 12 volts. Let's try it. Like it did before. All right. So there's my negative and there's my positive. 12.7 volts. That battery is toasted. All right, guys, we'll see you when we come back here another day. All right, now this is a 4-wire COP coil over plug. It's a coil. One of those is going to be a power. One of those is going to be a ground. One of those is going to be the IGF, and the other one's going to be the IGT. The IGT is like the signal wire that goes off and on, off and on, off and on, spark, 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 spark. The IGF wire is a monitoring signal that every time the coil fires, the computer tells it to fire. The IGF tells the computer, hey man, I fired. All right, that's all it does. The IGT is pretty important because it's the one that fires the coil. Fires the coil. I am just now learning about this in depth. You know, in depth I'm learning about this. Yeah, did you know that if you have one bad coil pack, and let's say that's the only code you got, and you have no spark, that one bad coil could cause the entire system to go down. I'm still researching or thinking about, you know, how is that possible? And I kind of relate it to the like when you got a 5-volt, let's say you're working on a Cobalt and you got, you know, like many other cars, and you got one of these 5-volt sensors, a camshaft sensor, just to name a few, camshaft, crankshaft, AC high pressure sensor, fuel tank pressure sensor. If one of those sensors are fouled out, it'll shut down the entire PCM, ECM. It'll shut it down. It'll shut it down. You probably won't even have a check engine light on, and if you do, it's going to be a no-com. So it's similar to that, in my understanding, because this has a transistor in it, just like a computer does, and this is what turns on and off the coil pack, spark and unspark, you know, spark the coil. It's the one who generates the spark. Can I say that? Generate the spark? Does it generate the spark? It closes the, it collapses the magnetic field and then it sparks it. So this is what does all that. 4-wire coil, COP design. How you like that? All right, guys, and that's going to be the end of the video. As far as that Mercedes that we just looked at, as far as that Mercedes, I believe it just had bad batteries in it. It's been sitting a while. I don't know what's wrong with that damn thing. We'll find out when he calls me. All right, we had a hard day today, so we stopped by Dairy Queen. Got some ice cream. Here, Trixie. All right, so leave me alone now. You guys got yours. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. All right, guys, we're back on the John Deere tractor. Yeah, this is the bonus footage. All right, we put points on here, new oil on it, in it. That thing was disgusting, by the way. New carburetor, just got the starter rebuilt. Come to find out, when I try to start it, it's out of freaking gas. So, it's a sediment bowl. Let me put some gas in it. We should have gas flowing out of here. Make sure it's not clogged up. Sometimes on these old tractors, you know, leaves and crap get in there and it blocks the flow. So just to be on the safe side, put some gas in it. All right, it's flowing. All right, it's flowing. Let me turn off the valve. I'm expecting this thing to run really good right now. Really good. It started out as a no spark problem, so we did points on it. You know, order the parts and order the carburetor. I've been out here 4 times at least, so I've done quite a bit to it. I've done quite a bit to it already in 4 times. I'm just having a brain fart. I don't remember what all I've done, but I've done a lot. This thing's gonna start now. Nice fresh gas. Put the cover lid back on it. Put the cap back on it. Okay, that looks good. All right, it's filling up. I see the bowl filling up. Should be going to the carburetor right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. It's gonna start. It's gonna start. Let me just set you up here. Let me give it a little choke. You gotta do it by hand because I don't have a. Come on, baby. What the hell's going on here? Okay, let's try that. All right, let me help it out a little bit. Right here. I thought it was down all the way, but you got to push kind of hard on this one. All right, good enough to cut some grass and do whatever. Oh, the PTO is on. The PTO just kicked on. I didn't do that. I didn't do that, man. I'm gonna call her up and tell her to come check it out. But it's running. I'm gonna let it run for a little while. Let it warm up. All right, there she goes, guys. I gotta put the tube back in there for the breather. That's about it. Let's rev up the engine a little bit. All right, guys, the tractor update. New alternator, new coil, new point system. They were burnt, hole burnt right through it. All right, we didn't do any spark plugs. It probably needs them. We did an oil change. It was disgustingly black. Got a rebuilt alternate starter on it. Got a brand new carburetor. That's it. Let's start it up. It should start right up now. Well, if I turned on the gas, it would start, I'm sure. guys, and that's it. Shut off the gas. Damn thing leaks a little bit right there. I just put Teflon tape on that. It's still kind of leaking. It's leaking a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix that. Put some Teflon tape on that again. Okay, so I'll get that taken care of, man. But that's it, man. That's your bonus footage right there. Yeah, not just cars. I do tractors too now. Do tractors too. Make sure the keys are off. All right, guys, we're out. Peace. Hayes Mobile Diagnostics in Brandon, Mississippi. I'm out. Peace.